If you want to make an hors d'oeuvre that's going to be the hit of every party or family gathering that you have, it's only 3 ingredients, super easy to make, just keep watching. Hi, I'm Nicole. Thanks so much for joining me. Today I'm going to show you how to make an hors d'oeuvre that everybody loves. I found this when I was at a bingo party years ago, probably 20 years ago, and somebody brought these and I was just dying. They were so good. I just could not believe it. I couldn't stop eating them. And really all that you need is bacon. I usually will get the Costco 4-pack of thin sliced bacon. You can use thick sliced also. I've tried that. But you just have to cook a little bit longer. You will need the beef little Smokies or turkey little Smokies. Adele's makes little mini weenies. This just happened to be what Costco had when I went there this time. And brown sugar. Now, if you don't want to use brown sugar, they're also delicious with some barbecue sauce. This one is the Kinder's barbecue sauce. Kinder's is a barbecue chain around here where we live, and you know, I don't know if it's sold all across the country, but your favorite barbecue sauce can work also. So that's it. All you need is the little Smokies or whatever little mini sausages you have, bacon and brown sugar or barbecue sauce. So let's get to it. All we need to get started is a bowl that I just like to get organized and put the little cocktail sausages in, a knife to cut the bacon up with, a cutting board that you're using to cut on, and I cover a cookie sheet with foil, and that's what I cook them on. You can use a 9x12, casserole dish, whatever you'd like to use. All right, so let's go ahead and start out. I'll be putting these into the bowl. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these open. I'll just put them into the bowl here. And you can find these at the grocery store. I got these at Costco in a 2-pack. I think it was $10 for both packages. So even though it's a very meaty appetizer, it's not too horribly expensive. Pack of bacon. You can usually get these, at the grocery store. I think you can usually find bacon for about $5 for a package. Or Costco, I think it ends up being more like, I don't know, $3.50 or $4. I'm not sure. I think food prices kind of vary depending where you live. So we're all set up. We have our little mini sausages, we have our bacon, and our plate. I cut the bacon into thirds. So that's really all the cutting we're going to do. That's it. I told you this was easy. All right, and then you just have to have a little bit of time. It's, like I said, very quick, but you do have to roll these up. You take the little sausage, put it down onto the piece of bacon, and wrap it up. And that is it. It just sticks to itself. You don't need to use a toothpick or anything. I serve them with toothpicks, but you don't have to put a toothpick in them, to make them stay for when you're cooking. So now I will just go ahead and roll all of these up. And so the nice thing is you can make as many as you want for a party. You can make, hundreds of these. One time we had a big party and my neighbor actually came over and she helped me, she and her daughter helped me and my daughter roll just, a zillion of these. And when there was, 4 of us doing it, it went really quickly. It doesn't matter if you start with the cut side or if you start with the skinny side. When I put these onto the cookie sheet, I kind of nestle them together because we're going to end up sprinkling our brown sugar on top of them. And so it just works out well when they're kind of touching each other. You could space them out, I guess, if you prefer. But, I'm usually trying to do less baking and then, I can fit most of them onto a single sheet this way. I have tried to freeze them before. They ended up being extra juicy when I cooked them. I had to cook them a bit longer. And it worked out okay, but generally I would just make these ahead of time, stick them in the fridge, and then make them on the day that you're having a party. So you could totally make these like the day before. I've gone ahead and I have rolled up 1 package of bacon's worth of these. So this has given me 48. I have 10 extra of the little sausages left in here that I'll just save for other purposes because I don't feel like opening a whole other package of bacon right now. But generally, probably about 3 packages of bacon will do both of those packages of little Smokies. Let me see how many ounces those were. So that was 48 ounces or 3 pounds of little Smokies that I had if I'd made both of those packages. But I'm going to stop with this right now because that's really all I need to make. I'm not having a big party or anything. I'm just making these for you guys, and my family will be very, very happy that I made them. So now we're gonna go ahead and put the brown sugar and the barbecue sauce on. We're gonna do half with barbecue sauce and half with brown sugar, and then you can see what they look like when they are all done. When you add the brown sugar, I just kind of use my finger and try to kind of coat the bacon wrapped sausages, you know, kind of a fine layer. You don't really need to worry too much about being precise. It all ends up getting all caramelized and yummy anyhow. You kind of can't mess this up. You've got sausage and bacon. So I'm just going to go ahead and coat all of this. So we do half, so I'll go to about here. Told you this was easy. I mean, little kids can do this. They have. Little kids have helped me do this. Okay, I think to make it even, one more row. Whoops, that's a little lump of sugar. Ignore that screeching. That is just my oven saying it's getting old. But it still works fine. It just makes that horrible noise sometimes. And new ones would be really, really expensive. So, unless KitchenAid or somebody wants to sponsor me. Now I will add the barbecue sauce, and I'm just going to go ahead and, come on, barbecue sauce. Let's kind of dribble some on here, and then we'll smooth it out in a moment. Just trying to get enough that we can coat them all with a little barbecue sauce. All right, that's enough. Now I'll just take this pastry brush and paint everybody with some barbecue sauce. And that's it. So now I'll go ahead and put these into the oven. I've preheated it to 350 degrees. I'll put these in for, I'll check it about 30 minutes or so. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, just kind of, I don't know, seems to depend, but around 30 minutes you definitely want to check it. Might need 5 more minutes after that, but we'll just check and see what it looks like at that point. So here goes. Here's a peek at about 20 minutes, what they're looking like. Okay, so these are still not looking totally done, but they're pretty darn cooked. I just want them to look crispier on top, so I'm going to turn the broiler on now for a few minutes. It's been 35 minutes as this beeps. Okay, they're under the broiler, and now they're looking totally done, so I'm going to take them out. Okay, here's sizzling going on. I'm making dinner too right now, but these are all done, and this is what they look like. This is a close-up of one of the barbecue sauce ones. And here's a close-up of one with the brown sugar. And this is how I like to serve them. My family has had a few of them already, but I just put a little glass with toothpicks and then put them out. I've got my family kind of hovering around here wanting to eat them. That's how you make them, super easy. Hope you enjoyed the recipe. Don't, you can hear my daughter getting a plate over here. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to get alerts as to when I'm having more videos come out. There's a little bell button that you can push next to the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day or evening wherever you are.